Hey guys, good morning. How y'all doing? Hope doing great today on a Thursday. All right, so today we're getting into 10 toxic people you should avoid at all costs. This is by Travis Bradbury. So let's get into our article. And if you guys are not on my email list and you'd like to read the article, you can go to thepositivelifebook.com to check it out. Thanks, guys. All right, here we go. Toxic people defy logic. Some are blissfully unaware of the negative impact that they have on those around them, and others seem to derive satisfaction from creating chaos and pushing other people's buttons. As important as it is to learn how to deal with different kinds of people, truly toxic people will never be worthy of your time and energy, and they take a lot of each. Toxic people can create unnecessary complexity, strife, and worst of all, stress. Here's a quote here. People inspire you or they drain you. Pick them wisely. Hans F. Henson. Okay, there's a study from Germany shows how just serious toxic people are. They found that exposure to stimuli that causes strong negative emotions, the same kind of exposure you get when dealing with toxic people, cause subjects' brains to have massive stress response, whether it's negative, cruelty, the victim syndrome, or just plain craziness. Toxic people drive your brain into a stressed out state that should be avoided at all costs. Studies have shown that stress can have a lasting negative impact on the brain. Exposure to even a few days of stress compromises the effectiveness of neurons in the hippocampus, an important brain area responsible for reasoning and memory. Weeks of stress causing reverse damage to brain cells, and months of stress can permanently destroy them. Toxic people don't just make you miserable, they're hard on your brain. Cool. The ability to manage your emotions and maintain calm under pressure has a direct link to your performance. TalentSmart has conducted research with more than 1 million people and found that 90% of top performers in skilled management and manage their skilled at managing their emotions in times of stress in order to maintain calm and in control. One of the greatest gifts is their ability to identify toxic people and keep them at bay. Cool. It is often said that you're the product of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you allow even one of those 5 people to be toxic, you'll soon find out how capable he or she is holding back. You can't hope to distance yourself from toxic people until you first know who they are. The trick is to separate those who are annoying and simply difficult from those who are truly toxic. What follows are 10 types of toxic drainers that you should stay away from at all costs so you don't become one yourself. Okay, 1. The gossip. Quote here from Eleanor Roosevelt. Great minds discuss ideas, average discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Gossipers derive pleasure from people's misfortunes. It might be fun to peer into someone else's personal or professional faux pas at first, but over time it gets tiring. Makes you feel gross and hurts other people. There are too many positives out there and too much to learn from interesting people to waste your time talking about other misfortunes. Okay, 2. The temperamental. Some people have absolutely no control over their emotions. They will lash out at you and project their feelings onto you, all the while thinking that you are the one causing their malaise. Temperamental people are tough to dump from your life because they lack control over the emotions, makes you feel bad for them. When push comes to shove, though, temperamental people will use you as their emotional toilet, and you should avoid them at all costs. That's funny. The victim, 3. Victims are tough to identify because you initially empathize with their problems. Excuse me. Sorry, me. But as time passes, you begin to realize that their time of need is all the time. Victims actively push away any personal responsibility by making every speed bump they encounter into an uncrossable mountain. They don't see tough times as an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead, They see them as an out. There's an old saying, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. It perfectly captures the toxic victim whose choice is to suffer every time. Number 4, the self-absorbed. Self-absorbed people bring you down through the impassionate distance they maintain from other people. You can usually tell when they are hanging around self-absorbed people because you start to feel completely alone. This happens because, as far as they are concerned, there's no point in having a real connection between them and anyone else. You're merely a tool used to build their self-esteem. Cool. Number 5, the envious. To envious people, the grass is always greener somewhere else. Even when something great happens to envious people, they don't derive any satisfaction from it. This is because they measure their fortune against the world's when they should be deriving their satisfaction within. And let's face it, there's always someone out there who's doing better if you look hard enough. Spending too much time around envious people is dangerous because they teach you to trivialize your own accomplishments. Cool. Number 6, the manipulator. Manipulators suck time and energy out of your life under the facade of friendship. They can be tricky to deal with because they treat you like a friend. They know what you like, what makes you happy, and what you think is funny. But the difference is that they use this information as part of a hidden agenda. Manipulators always want something from you, and if you look back on your relationship with them, it's always take, 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 with little or no giving. They'll do anything to win you over just so they can work you over. Interesting. The Dementor. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, Dementors are evil creatures that suck people's souls out of their bodies, leaving them merely as shells of humans. Whenever a Dementor enters the room, it goes dark, people get cold, and they begin to recall their worst memories. Rowling said that she developed the concept of Dementors based on highly negative people, the kind of people who have the ability to walk into a room and instantly suck the life out of it. Dementors suck the life out of the room by imposing their negative and pessimism upon everyone they encounter. Their viewpoints are always glass half empty, and they can inject fear and concern into even the most benign situations. A Notre Dame university found that students assigned to roommates who thought negatively were far more likely to develop negative thinking and depression themselves. Number 8, the twisted. These are certain toxic people who have bad intentions, deriving deep satisfaction from the pain and misery of others. They are either out to hurt you, to make you feel bad, or to get something from you. Otherwise, they have no interest in you. The only good thing about this type of person, the only good thing about this type is that you can spot their intentions quickly, which makes it that much faster to get them out of your life. Okay, number 8, the judgmental. Judgmental people are quick to tell you exactly what is and isn't cool. They have a way of taking the thing you're most passionate about and making you feel terrible about them, instead of appreciating and learning from people who are different from them. Judgmental people look down on others. Judgmental people stifle your desire to be a passionate, expressive person, so you're best cutting them off, you're best off cutting them out of and being yourself. The arrogant, last one here. Arrogant people are a waste of your time because they see everything you do as a personal challenge. Arrogance is false confidence, and it's always masked major insecurities. A University of Akron studied that arrogance is correlated with a slew of problems in the workplace. Arrogant people tend to be lower performers, more disagreeable, and have more cognitive problems than the average person. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's more to the article. You can check that out in the email if you like. If you want to, go to thepositivelifebook.com. You didn't get that before. So just try to avoid people like that, and then hopefully you should be able to be better off. All right, so you recognize, so now you know.